Hi, boys and girls. I am going to read you a story called One Word from Sophia. This is a really fun story, so I hope you enjoy it. Sophia's birthday was coming up, and she had 5 things on her mind. 1 true desire and 4 problems. Her one true desire was to get a pet giraffe for her birthday. The 4 problems were mother, who was a judge, father, who was a businessman, Uncle Conrad, who was a politician, and Grandma, who was very strict. Sophia presented her case to Mother. "I would like a giraffe," she said, "because they burn less gasoline, so they meet federal regulations better than the cars we use now. In the last 5 years, no giraffes have been recalled for defective parts, and newer models have a particularly strong safety record. Also, giraffes have not been shown to be the cause of any major diseases. Giraffes are legal in all 50 states. And a giraffe could take me to ballet class and deliver me right to the 2nd floor." Her argument was accompanied by a compelling slideshow that included a map of the walk to class. "I'm sorry," said Mother in her decision, "but I will have to rule against a giraffe at this time. You provided no proof that you are ready for pet ownership and failed to cite any laws about minors driving quadrupeds." Do you know what a quadruped is, boys and girls? It's a 4-legged animal. "And your argument was too verbose." "Verbose?" asked Sophia. "What's that mean?" "Too many words," said Mother. "How many should I use?" "Fewer," said Mother, and she retired to her chambers. So Sophia used fewer words with Father. "Giraffes," said Sophia, "are a good source of manure, which can be sold at a profit to garden centers and activists." Do you know what manure is, boys and girls? "In short, people will pay me for poop." Manure is poop from animals. Her proposal was accompanied by a compelling graph showing how much money she would make. "I'm sorry," said Father, "but your business plan is unsound. You fail to count the cost of care and feeding for your manure producer, not to mention the warehousing of poop. And your presentation was far too effusive." "Effusive?" asked Sophia. "What's that mean?" "Too many words," said Father. "How many should I use?" "Fewer," said Father, and he got back to his conference call. Sophia polled the other members of the household. When they say poll, boys and girls, that means she's recording the answers of the other people that she asked around her house. So it looks like she's asking questions to her animals to see what they're going to say. And presented the results to Uncle Conrad. This says, "Ballerinas should ride giraffes to school." Strongly agree, somewhat agree, agree, mildly agree, or disagree. So Mr. Bun strongly agreed. Tiger Eye strongly agreed. Pony Boy disagreed. Snaky Poo agreed. And Ted somewhat agreed. 4 out of 5 respondents are in favor of giraffes, she said. The results were accompanied by a compelling pie chart. I'm sorry, said Uncle Conrad, but your results indicate that being in favor of giraffe ownership would cost me support from the Pony American community. And besides, your report was far too loquacious. Sophia didn't even need to ask. Finally, she approached Grandma. She accompanied her plea with a compelling foot rub. Boys and girls, I want you to stop and make a prediction. What do you think Grandma is going to say when Sophia asks her for a giraffe for her birthday? Giraffe, no, said Grandma, and do try to get to the point next time. In a last desperate attempt before her birthday, Sophia prepared to speak to everyone at once. She revised and shortened her proposition until it was just one word. Do you know what her word's going to be? Please. The proposal was accompanied by a particularly compelling pair of eyes. On her birthday, Sophia was delighted to find that short and sweet often brings results. One word really worked, she said. And 2 words came in handy as well. Thank you. Boys and girls, did you think Sophia was going to get that giraffe for her birthday? I know I sure didn't. I hope you enjoyed the story for today.